Hail, I return. Also, waifu of the moment. Princess Midna, Twilight Princess, human form. Anyway, let's get back to this. So, entering the last hour of the stream for this afternoon. Let's see how many more of these little seed nonsense we can actually get out of the way. Lighters. No! Over there that I need to go. Because Obsidian is the remnants of Black House Studios and their Interplay Games, who made the original Fallout, they know what they're doing. Well, depending if they have any of the original staff still there. I mean, they've probably got archives and various bits and pieces that they could have dipped into to assist them, but if they don't have any of the developers on staff who actually worked on the original games as Interplay, then a lot of the information could very well have been lost. That looks like a rhino, and that is a glowing pinwheel. Marvellous. Switch back to my snowshoes as well while I'm at it. Menu in this game as well. There are many interface ways they could have made it much better. There we go. Just look at Fallout New Vegas. That's all they have to do. Well, yeah, pretty much they have to do Fallout New Vegas with better quality of life and fine-tuning and improvements on the control scheme. It's a sequel. They don't need to go over the walls, out and insane over this entire system. They don't have to reinvent the wheel. They can very easily just do what they did for New Vegas with stuff that's better. They don't need to go... It's not at the point yet where they need to drastically change the control scheme to shut up people who are complaining that it's just the same game. And well, I just found a level 109 optional boss in Xenoblade 2. Cool. For reference, your characters can only go up to level 109. Oh, it's a Yozora moment. Oh, fantastic. Xenoblade is another set of games that I need to play. And when I play Xenoblade 2, there is an optional where there's a DLC, what is it? Not DLC, an Easter egg character, I will call her, called Cosmos, who's from Xenosaga. I've never played Xenosaga, but I can say I definitely love Cosmos. She was the original waifu. Or Belldandy. No, Cosmos first, Belldandy was second. Right. I sound like a utter weeb, don't I? I've marked that on the maps, so I now need... Yes, that's... Ooh. We've done that stone talus. We've done that. Melt the ice block. Yeah. Done the one that requires me to stand on the mountain. Yes. Those two are going to do later. So yes. Okay. So it's that one. Then that one. Light range. Yes, so I'm going to go to... we'll do that one next, and then we'll go and do the one down at the bottom, and then we'll walk back up and do those two, I think. Are there any more seeds? Oh, there's a bunch of seeds around that area that I've not... In New Vegas, I love that it's still technically Bethesda, so modding is amazing, and we can fix all the bugs, and it makes the gunplay like Fallout 4, which I love. Fair enough, but at the same time, it really shouldn't be up to the modding community to fix the game. The game should work when it's released, and then the modding community can improve upon that. Not they release a broken game, and then the modding community has to swoop in and sort all of their stuff out. Right, you know what? While I've got it open, let's quickly mark, and we've got some seeds now. Let's mark all of the things that we need to do left on the maps. So, there. 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 That kidney looking. Uh, there. On there. On there. And there. It's there. So there, and some sort of mission marker. Actually, I'll leave that for there. That line there. Hold on. Right. Oh, okay. So that's not a selected seat. I think that's all the marked on the map. Right, that I think is hold on. Oh, hold on. Yeah, there's this there as well. Cool. I think that's all the seeds now marked on the map, though I could have missed one or two. Did you know that New Vegas got an 84 on only got an 84 on Metacritic because Bethesda said that they would get a bonus if they got 85? Kind of suspicious. No, Bethesda are known to do that. Several game studios are known to do that. They tie staff bonuses to Metacritic scores because they're yeah, scumbags. It's probably the nicest way I could put it. And somehow Fallout 3 was way higher with way higher ratings than New Vegas, and it's made by Bethesda, but the user reviews are very different. New Vegas and Fallout 3. Well, yeah, New Vegas was a better game, I think. Never played Fallout 3 either, but apparently it's a darling of games, so maybe Fallout 3 was brilliant. I did try to play it once, but then I found out it wouldn't work on my PC, so I mean, I tried to launch it, but I struggled to get it working, and then I'd looked like I'd have to sod around with the ini files and work out all the stuff with mods, and I just thought, well, I can't be bothered, basically. Excuse me, same with Assassin's Creed 2 when I tried to play it on PC and it didn't work. It's just, I've got it on console, so why am I even trying to do this? The reason I have it, by the way, is I picked it up in a Humble Bundle, I think, or in a Steam summer sale for like £2. Right. So, how are we going to do this now that I've added the extra seed? I think I'm going to still go after that one and that one. And then I'll go up to there and we'll go and work our way through the... which seems a bit saner before I try and tackle the northwest corner of the map. So, we will go here instead. Fallout 3 had an awful main story. The side quests were occasionally memorable, and they had way less choices, and it was leveled to most people who say New Vegas is worse were wearing something called nostalgia goggles. Fair enough. I haven't played Fallout 3, so I couldn't possibly comment. But what you just said did remind me of another thing I absolutely despised with Fallout 4, was they had the stupid conversation system where it gave you a sentence of what you thought your character would say, and then you selected it, and they said something entirely different than you were expecting to say. One of the things that was one of the two major mods I installed was one to fix that stupid thing so you actually saw what your character was going to say before they said it, and the other one was a modification to the companion system where I preferred the New Vegas system where the companion liked you because as you traveled the world, you unlocked bits of their story, not the companion likes you because you act the way that the companion likes. I want to play the game my way. I don't want a companion character to tell me how I should act throughout the world just so that they will like me. That's no. One of my favorite games of all time is Mass Effect 2. And one of the reasons for that is the companion system in that game was just spectacularly brilliant. And it's just, no, I absolutely despise the companion system of Fallout 4. And the conversation system. Whereas New Vegas, yeah, New Vegas did it just brilliantly. I'd spend my time going through every companion quest in Fallout New Vegas. I love every Mass Effect. Oh, even Andromeda. Wait a minute. What am I doing? I am going over the... Oh, right, I've not got Rivali's Gale at the moment. Alright, well, we'll do it the old-fashioned way, then. I love that. That basically sums it up perfectly, Eugene. That's not Mass Effect. That's EA Effect, yes. I'll go with yes. I will happily agree with that one. That is not indeed Mass Effect. Let's go after this, wait a minute. Up here? Go up here. Iffle. Right, well, I'm not fucking around with you, so you can die. Alright, not carrying. Fine. This is another one where it's up a tree. Or is it going to be one of these where I'm going to... Oh, I'll put that flagpole, actually. Either that, or it's going to be one where I have actually got the pinpoint on the map accurate, and now I'm going to have to faff around with trying to find it down a passageway. It's going to be under here, innit? Right, well, in the interest of can't be bothered, let's just do some smashing. Ow. And in Fallout 3, you could make a save before every conversation because speech checks are a percentage chance. Oh! Beautiful. So the game rolls a dice, basically. And New Vegas, I like how speech doesn't get everything, and like where it makes sense you have to use science, and a lot of quests you just can't complete. And those are not protected, and there is no protected NPC you can't kill. It doesn't break the story. Fair enough. Right, so there's some ore around here. Let's switch back to the Master Sword and get ourselves... Go, heal. Amber, opal. Nice. Amber. I should have enough amber to upgrade that stuff that I was looking to upgrade. Oh, I can remember what I was looking to upgrade. Yeah. Go. Probably got more than enough ice key parts to do whatever I was trying to do as well. Right. Oh, there it is. Boosh. Sorry for my awful wording. I meant, like, you can kill anything and everything, and the story adapts. Also, there's no more than just speech checks. There's barter and science, etc. Yes, there is. I was a scientist with high speech and intelligence, so I was able to talk my way out of most situations, to be honest.
Scale is now ready.
Right, okay, let's see if we can get back up this. Oh, hello. Oh, well, I was going to run a bit further around, but on second thoughts, I don't want to fight that silver moblin, to be honest. They're a pain in the neck. I'm not going to waste any of my ancient arrows to one-shot him either. Oh, right, I also did that seed, didn't I? So we can delete that off the map. I don't know where I am on this one. Uh-oh. Right, Hebra Mountains. Right. Backtrack. Yeah. So that's the one. Actually, yes, I'm guessing. Yes, okay. Which means the next one is the one over there. If every check is percent, then you don't get the proper reward for speech 100 science. Okay, fair enough. Oh, and missions can be failed because lack of skills. Also, fair enough. You can break Fallout 3 easily just by putting all of your points into intelligence, which gives you more skill points and stuff, so you can level up really quickly and have almost all of the skills at level 100. I mean, in fairness, that's probably what I'd do if I was doing 100% run on it, just for the sake of it makes life easier to get it all done for 100% run. They're going to be in that ice block. They're going to be in that ice block, innit? How many ice arrows have I wasted on these stupid things now? There we go. You found me. Huzzah! Yes, I did. Go me. I'm a genius. Right, delete stamp. So... I'm back up. Oh, bugger. What a time for my mom to cut it. Right, oh no, that's right. That is right, that's The thing I hate in newer or most Bethesda games is you can be a jack of all trades. No specific build needed. Yep, that reminds me of the Outer Worlds. Because in the Outer Worlds, the first time we played it, I had to fight the final boss because I didn't have the skills in the right place, and then by the end of the DLC, I'd managed to somehow level... Yeah, it wasn't a case that I was a jack of all... I wasn't a case that I had one set of things. I was an expert, but I'd have to be a much higher expert to do various things. So yes, it took a lot of finagling, but we did finally manage to beat the game without having to fight the final boss, which was nice, because the final boss was a pain in the neck. I can't say that it was an okay final boss. It was just really hard. At least I found it really hard. Oh, yeah, Silver Moblin. He's there. We're not fighting him. I fought a golden Lionel last stream. That's more than enough for me. Ever played Elden Ring? Nope. No, I have not played Elden Ring. Can't say it's even on the list at the moment. I hear it's exceptionally good, though. Right. Okay, more climbing. Alright, so... Right, we're on the right level of the mountain now, that we should be able to go and get the thing. I've never really cared about game graphics. They're just nice to have. Yes, exactly. That's one of the issues I have with Red Dead, is that it's just such an expensive game because they decided, well, Red Dead 2, they decided to just go for completely insane with the amount of quality and details, and it's just, you don't need to have the absolute tiniest of details. I don't need to sit there and watch somebody skin an animal. I don't need to see a horse pooping in real time. Just give me the game. Give me the mechanics. The horse makes me move faster across a level, across an area. Fantastic. That's all I need the horse to do. Sometimes it's a nice little touch, like in GTA 5, where you stop the car and you listen to the engine tick cool. That's fine. That's just a bit of Foley work, not hours and hours of dev time and crunch in order to just make sure that the horse poops after 8 hours of. It's just like one of the chargers that doesn't use wires. I mean, there is an argument that can be made for wireless charging. Just saying. But wireless charging is probably not going to require hours and hours of crunch on some poor team's heads just for. What does it add? Wireless charging I can accept. You throw your phone on the table and it does the charging. But what does the horse pooping in Red Dead do? What does it add to the game apart from the horse does this? Or, well, I'm now going to sit here and watch somebody skin an animal for 5 minutes each time I want to get something. No, Ghost of Tsushima did it perfectly. There's an animal. I've shot it. Then it just evaporates into sparks. Or in Breath of the Wild, the animal goes poof, and you have meat and other things. That works. That keeps the gameplay going. It doesn't slow me down with a load of bump that I don't need to see, nor do I have any interest in seeing. You're just being pretentious at that point, trying to make your game art. And as far as I'm concerned, games can be art. I don't need to see all of this high fidelity and all these nuances in order for me to see that it's art. Portal 2 is a brilliant game. I would call it an art and comedy. But it's just. Yeah. Oh well. Trying to make games something that are not. Eventually, it all just sort of fades into the background and you completely miss it for many other things. There you go, Mr. Korok. I've got rid of the angry rock that just hit you. In no way was it my fault. Right, so that's done. That's all the Korok seeds done there. So now it's back there. And then the joyous romp down to all the Korok seeds on that area. Yay! Story is amazing in side quests, but it's pointless, I agree. Aye. That's it. That's all I need in a game. The graphics have to. The graphics don't have to be the most beautiful in the world, but they at least have to be passable. I mean, Mario Brothers, 8-bit graphics. Is it the most beautiful game in the world? No. Is it a brilliant game even now? Yes. Just so many companies, so many studios just have it in their heads that they need to focus on the shiny. And then they lose track of what games are all about in the first place. If you want to make a film, make a film. He also needs Mahjong in a game. No, we don't. We don't need Mahjong in the game. We have Yakuza for that. And after I finish the Yakuza run, then I am going to conclude that never to play Mahjong ever again. Though if I got really good at it, I could technically win myself a fish and chip shop in Liverpool. Or a Chinese restaurant. Like New Vegas wasn't trying to be realistic. Well, that's it. I don't want realism in games. That's fine. Put realism in games. If that's what you're aiming for, then that's fine. But don't try and cram it into every single game. Why? What is the point? And look at Breath of the Wild. This isn't realistic in the slightest. But it's a fun game mechanic. Like people complaining about realism in Halo. Sci-fi. What expect? Korok seed around. See it. Am I blind? Highly possible, yes, but still. Aha! Desperately gonna need to find some arrows after this. The only games that are 10 out of 10 in my opinion are games that focus on one thing and do it perfectly. It's impossible for an open world game to be perfect. Oh, yeah. I mean, no, Portal 2. Portal 2 I can very much say is a perfect game. For me. But then again, perfect comes down to the person as well. Some people at Portal 2 may look at Portal 2 and say, well, the puzzles are too simple, and what's the replayability, etc, etc, etc. And it's just, well, fair enough. People say, there's plenty of people who would argue that Breath of the Wild is perfect. I'm not one of them, I'm afraid. Ah, crumbs. Right, okay. Okay, so. Archery 2. Yes, so that stamp. That one there. A race. Oh, blimey, we haven't done a race for a while. Remember when Valve made games? Well, they still make, well, occasionally they may pull out a game. They did Half-Life Alyx. The thing is, Steam started printing money and that was it, really. They sort of lost that. Well, also, I think Mass Effect 3 was probably more of a curse for them than anything else. How the... Oh, okay, fine. Tell you what. I had to waste Rivali's Gale for that. I hope you like that game. Oh, Bennett, what a stupid way of putting that down. Right. Yeah. I love every Mass Effect game. Indeed. No, what did I say? No, Half-Life. Yeah, Half-Life 3 is so legendarily... It's like Duke Nukem Forever. It's been hyped to oblivion and back. Whatever Valve do now, I think it'd be a miracle, an honest miracle for them to pull off something that people have set up in their heads in terms of Half-Life 3. As for Mass Effect game, Mass Effect 1 was good. It set up the world and the universe. Mass Effect 2 is one of my favourite games of all time. I absolutely love that game. The Normandy Reborn is just